What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. A lot of news to discuss. Firstly, there is currently a party happening right now in my apartment. If you hear babies going off during this video, I apologize. But of course, it's currently midnight. I got to record this video now or else there's no video. So excuse the baby noises throughout these videos of them screaming and, noises from outside people. But of course, Barcelona, a lot of news. Firstly, with Lewandowski deal not being over the line, Jules Kounde is the absolute priority for the club. The second economic lever needs to be activated, but the club are confident they'll be able to sign him. Of course, personal terms are agreed, and Sevilla do want to sell him. The question now is, what will be the formula for the Kounde deal? Just straight up money or money and player cash deal? What are the options for Barcelona? We'll discuss that. And also, of course, Lewandowski's deal is now official from both Bayern Munich and Barcelona. We have some details about his deal and also about his presentation as well. Will he go straight to America? Will he be presented first? We have those details, and also a huge update on the Bernardo Silva, Frenkie de Jong saga. Barcelona have reached an agreement with Man City to sign Bernardo Silva for around 80 million euros if Frenkie de Jong leaves the club this summer. Again, between Man City, Barcelona, Jorge, Mendes, Pep, Xavi, Laporta, TK, it's a total agreement. The deal will happen if Frenkie de Jong leaves. Now, on Frenkie de Jong's side right now, of course, he's very, very disappointed, very angry, but the club have told him, look, you've got to make up your mind. You got to choose. Take your wage cut and stay at the club, 50% wage cut from 400k per week to 200k per week, or take Manchester United's offer and leave the club this summer. We also have big updates on other exits as well, because the squad list for the US tour has been released. I have the squad list. We're going to talk about who's in it, who's out, and what that means for some of the players' futures at Barcelona. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. Be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we have been linked with is Jules Kounde. By the way, I am so happy I don't have to say Lewandowski anymore, but now the focus is on Jules Kounde after the completion of the Lewandowski deal. Gerard Pique has come out saying that Barcelona will now 100% focus on the signing of Jules Kounde, and also Fabrizio Romano came out confirming this as well. And Gerard Pique has also come out saying that with Lewandowski's deal now completed, the focus on Jules Kounde, and the deal right now is very hot. Kounde's case will accelerate after Barcelona activate the second lever, and negotiations can happen very quickly, but Barcelona do need the activation of the second lever in order to sign Jules Kounde. Of course, we've known this now for weeks. Second lever is needed to sign Jules Kounde, and also, of course, register all the other new signings as well. Gerard Pique also came out saying Laporta dreams that in Lewandowski's first match will be the Clásico and, of course, Las Vegas in America, and the president also dreams of having a French defender in that match as well for Barcelona. Now, of course, no long let, no empty there, so pretty much all signals there is for Jules Kounde. Now, there are reports coming out saying that Barcelona are preparing an offer. Sport have come out saying that Barcelona have intensified talks with Sevilla for Jules Kounde. The signing may be completed next week for around 45 million euros plus a player which is unknown at the moment. Now, the players are either going to be Memphis or Dest. Let's be honest, right now, all roads leading to Memphis. I think 45 plus Memphis is overpaying to hell. I think 30 plus Memphis, maybe 35 plus Memphis is more than sufficient enough. I think 45, I'd rather just add an extra 10 million and sell Memphis separately than add them in this operation. It makes no sense, that offer coming in from Sport, but there are reports coming in from the Sevilla media saying that Barcelona have made an offer for Jules Kounde for around 58 million euros fixed plus variables. Now, of course, that's the 60 million euros that Sevilla always wanted. I don't think that's the case. I think at most, if Barcelona going to offer all money in without a player, it'll be 50 plus variables. I can't see Barcelona going over that. But I think, what's better, adding Memphis to the operation, having him coming back, maybe, scoring a goal against Sevilla, or selling him separately and then going all in with money on Jules Kounde. It's still, up in the air. I don't think this is quite true at the moment, but again, it is coming in from the Sevilla press. Now, Camp Nou have come out saying that Barcelona are closer than ever to signing Jules Kounde alongside goal as well. Jules Kounde is close to joining Barcelona. Again, once the Lewandowski deal is finalized over the next few hours, Barcelona's next target target, next focus in the window is Jules Kounde. And again, his departure from Sevilla is all but confirmed. Of course, in this video, I told you guys that he's not in the Sevilla shop anymore. The wall of players, he's no longer there. And also, his manager, Julian Lopetegui, confirmed that he could be leaving the club this summer. He came out saying that, of course, Diego Carlos already joined Aston Villa. He has left us already, and soon Jules Kounde could also leave as well. Look, there are some, question marks coming about around Jules Kounde. Apparently right now he's injured. He's come off a big injury. He had some surgery over the summer. He should be okay once, we sign him, once the preseason comes to an end, the league season starts. Of course, also keep in mind, he is right-footed. Pique is right-footed. Araujo is right-footed. Eric Garcia is right-footed. If you add Jules Kounde to that, he'll be right-footed. And I also believe Christensen is right-footed. I'm not quite sure on that. I think 99% he's right-footed. He could be left-footed, but I think he's right-footed. That's 5 right-footed center backs. So there are some question marks coming out in the Catalonia media saying that, oh, Jules Kounde is a great defender, but injury-prone and right-footed. We should probably go for a left-footed center back. So we'll wait and see. Again, Xavi has made his request. He told the board, I want Jules Kounde, and the board are going to go out and do their best to do that. But of course, second lever is needed. But again, progression is being made with Jules Kounde, who is now the priority for Barcelona after the completion of the Lewandowski deal. Now, along with a center back this summer, the club are also looking for a new right back as well after the departure of Dani Alves. And Xavi's priority since February has been Cesar Azpilicueta. Of course, back in February as well, we agreed personal terms with him, and now when the Deportivo have come out saying that Azpilicueta already knows that he can leave for a small amount and is waiting in the USA for Barcelona and Chelsea to unravel the situation. Barcelona will soon present an offer to him, or not to him, to Chelsea, and at the moment Azpilicueta is a priority, of course, over Marcos Alonso. We've known this for months, but keep in mind that Chelsea currently are having their season tour in America. Their owner is American, and Barcelona are in America as well. This operation, we could hear some talks about Chelsea and Barcelona in the coming days, with both teams and both boards also being in America as well. And also alongside Jules Kounde, Cesar Azpilicueta's manager also confirms his possible departure. Thomas Tuchel came out saying that we have Thiago Silva in the middle, we had Rudiger on the left, and Christensen or Azpilicueta on the right. 2 of them have left, and now a third may leave as well. Of course, Thiago Silva signed a contract extension back a few months ago. Rudiger left. Christensen left. Azpilicueta could be the third one that may leave. So again, very, very clear that Chelsea first want to sign his replacement. They're going for right now Kimpembe. They've signed Koulibaly, announced him already. Great sign for them, by the way. After they sign those replacements, they will let go of Azpilicueta for a fair price. So of course now it's a waiting game. We will present our offer. Chelsea may say yes, we'll accept this, but let's get a replacement in first. We don't want to sell him without a replacement. Again, this will take time with Kounde being the priority, but Azpilicueta is there. The club do want to sign him, and Xavi has been requesting for his signature for months now. Now, position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window if we do end up selling a prominent midfielder who is Dutch, i.e. Frenkie de Jong, is Bernardo Silva. We've got some huge news. Of course, it's coming in from Gerard Romero, the #1 source around Barcelona. He's come out saying that Barcelona, Manchester City, and Jorge Mendes have agreed on a price of less than 80 million euros for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva to FC Barcelona will happen and be finalized only if Frenkie de Jong leaves. Wow. Boom, Batho, Ojo, beyond belief there. Less than 80 for Bernardo. Pretty much, we're selling Frenkie, using that money for Bernardo. It's basically a swap deal. It's a 3-way triangle between the 2 Manchester clubs in Barcelona. That's how I see it anyways. But again, more positive signs that if Frenkie de Jong leaves, Bernardo Silva comes in. I've said this in every single video for the past month. I want to see Frenkie or Bernardo in my midfield. Do I care who it is at the moment? Not really. I think Bernardo Silva will fit the system better, but I think Frenkie de Jong is a great player as well. Maybe in the long term he can adapt and develop, but one of them has to be my midfield. Looking like at the moment it's going to be Bernardo as Barcelona trying to push out Frenkie de Jong. Keep in mind again, Frenkie de Jong on 400,000 euros per week. Bernardo Silva would come in on only 200,000 euros per week. So I'm actually so excited by this because I know now, deep down now, I know the club will try and sign Bernardo Silva if Frenkie de Jong leaves. If we don't, hey, we tried, it sucks. Okay, let's trust Pablo Torre, let's trust the midfield that we have. But again, I want to see the club at least attempt it. And Jorge is saying, look, there is a deal in principle, an agreed fee. If Frenkie de Jong leaves, Barcelona will go full steam ahead for Bernardo Silva. I'm so excited by that. Just knowing that deep down now that Frenkie de Jong leaves over the next few weeks, I'll be disappointed, but not as disappointed because I know that for a fact that Bernardo Silva's deal is lined up. Less than 80 million euros, by the way. Freaking hell, that's a steal. I mean, if we were rich back in the day, 2014-15, we had, the great squad, we can add great players. This would be an absolute steal around let's say, for example, 75 million euros for Bernardo. That is an utter masterclass by the board. But again, we'll wait and see. First, it depends on the exit, of course, of Frenkie de Jong. But a player who Barcelona have indeed signed over the past 24 hours is Robert Lewandowski. Both Bayern Munich and Barcelona released an official statement saying the deal is done, agreement in principle, pending medical checks and final reviews of the contract. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Bayern Munich contacted Barcelona late on Thursday to inform them that they were willing to let go of Lewandowski, but for 50 million euros. Barcelona then closed the deal for 45 million euros plus 5 million euros in variables, which will be difficult to achieve as well, according to sources. So you could maybe see, win La Liga, win Champions League, Golden Boot, wherever it may be. Barcelona made 4 offers in 24 hours, but the final deal was reached. That's quite mad in my opinion. The player spoke to Nagelsmann on Thursday morning after training. The coach understood and promised to talk to the leadership to unravel the situation. So with Lewandowski coming back to training, it was a massive positive for Barcelona. I think Lewandowski came out in the media saying that, look, I'm going to be going to Barcelona. Thank you, Bayern Munich, for 8 years. Once I go and get presented, go on the US tour, I'll come back and give you guys a proper goodbye. Also, Pini Zahavi, his agent, came out saying as well that, look, Barcelona, Mateo Aleman, myself, and the sporting director Bayern Munich, Hassan, whatever his last name is, I can't pronounce it. We're on the phone for 12 hours straight trying to find a deal. In the end, we found a deal that was beneficial for all parties. So again, Zahavi playing as that mediator. So we always knew that from the leaks. But again, the saga now is officially over. But Lewandowski's presentation could be delayed. David Ornstein, #1 journalist around the world right now from The Athletic, has come out saying that Lewandowski is expected to fly today to join Barcelona's preseason tour to the USA, and all being well, the 33-year-old will undergo medical checks in Miami before completing a transfer from Bayern Munich for 45 million euros plus 5 million euros in variables on a 4-year deal. So Lewandowski today will be going to America, join up with the squad to do, a t-shirt presentation. We saw this with Malcolm a few years ago as well. We see it all the time with English clubs. So his presentation will be after the US tour. We heard yesterday, of course, when it was a done deal, it's either going to be yesterday, today, or Monday. That's not the case anymore. He will go straight up with the squad, join with them, get ready for the game against Inter Miami, Red Bull, Real Madrid, and Juventus, play those matches, and then when he comes back, that's when he'll be officially presented as a Barcelona player. So, a bit strange. I'd rather him be presented now, maybe miss one of the preseason games and go join up with them afterwards. But the decision has been made by the management of the board and also by the coaching staff as well. But again, finally, Lewandowski is a done deal. It's been officially announced. We should get him wearing the shirt, official shirt holding at some point in the next few days. But again, it's done. He is officially a Blaugrana. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours, and we have gotten now the long-awaited squad list for the US tour, which of course will give us big indications on players' futures. As you can see, the squad's on the screen. I'm not going to go through it like I usually do. It's way too long. But of course, we do have the big inclusions and exclusions. Inclusions, big ones. Memphis Depay is in. Frenkie de Jong is in. Collado, Abdi, Miralem Pjanic is in as well. New signings are there. Christensen, Cassier, and Rafinha. Dembele is there. So no real surprises in that sense. If you look at the order of the players as well, they are in the order of their short number. So it looks like Ferran Torres has kept held of that number 19. And again, as you can see on the right hand side, Rafinha, Christensen, and Cassier do not have a number quite yet, alongside Miralem Pjanic as well. So overall, again, no surprises. Let's now analyze the exclusions from the squad, and of course, you guessed it, it is the main players we have been discussing over the past few weeks. Alberto Ro from Relevo came out saying that Xavi has left out Braithwaite, Neto, Ricky Push, Umtiti, and Mingueza in Barcelona. Mateo Aleman already commented that they had to leave as soon as possible. It remains to be seen if they accept it. So again, the 5 players that we all know the club are just going to get rid of have been left out of the American tour, which of course is pretty much a big slap in the face to get the hell out of here. If one of them does not leave in the next week, I will be sorry about the noise, by the way, but I'm just gonna keep going because I can't stop it. If one of them does not leave in the next week, I will be very, very concerned, because again, we've been telling these players to leave for weeks now. Of course, when the training came back a week ago, they didn't come back. They said, let's go figure out our future. They couldn't figure it out. Now they're back. Apparently, they're all going to have physical trainers at home, physiotherapy, all that crap. For me, that doesn't really matter. They have got to leave the club this summer. Again, they see the squad list. They're going to be like, damn, man, like, this is really happening. This is just a slap in the face from Xavi and the rest of the board saying, look, you're not part of the squad. If you want to play, if you care about your football career, you've got to leave. If you want to stay, sure, you'll get paid, but you'll not get a sniff of the pitch during the entire season. But there also has been another big exclusion from the squad as well that you may have not seen, or you may haven't seen, officially from the club being released. And that's the bloody manager. Xavi Hernandez is not on the plane. Gerard Pique came out saying that Xavi will not travel to the US for administration and passport issues. At the moment, he will be staying in Barcelona. So Xavi was not on the plane initially to the US, but he will join the team later on due to a passport issue. Edu Polo from Deportivo came out saying that during his time at Al Saad in Qatar, Xavi visited Iran several times and therefore requires a special permit to enter the US. At first, everything seemed approved, but now they have to wait until Monday. Of course, the squad traveled yesterday on Saturday, and as you all probably know, the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, the government, stuff is all closed. They have to wait now until Monday. But again, Xavi should be there for one day's match against Inter Miami. He should be there in time, but again, he's not on the initial flight to America. So, I mean, it is what it is. Not, big news. Not like he's banned from the US. It just took a while for him to get his permit. It says now it's the weekend. It will be difficult to get that as soon as possible. But again, most likely Monday, he'll get the permit, he'll fly out, and he'll join the squad later on in Miami. Let's now take a look at some of the updates and reports around players' futures at Barcelona. Firstly, a big update on Martin Braithwaite. There are reports coming in from the Dutch media saying that Alfred Schreuder has dropped the name of Martin Braithwaite within Ajax to add him to the squad as a possible extra striker. He worked with him at Barcelona. If Alfred Schreuder can pull this off, he will be an absolute legend in my eyes. He took, I think, Elias Mariba. I don't know if that deal will get done or not. Of course, when he came in, everyone liked him, took over for a few games with Coleman getting red cards and suspension, done well, and now he wants to sign our Deadwood. Alfred, man, we'll give you a package, Ricky Porch, Braithwaite, up Titi for just £5. Just take them. I think, by the way, this would be a great move for Martin Braithwaite. Champions League Cup, you'll be, battling out with, I think, Brian Broby. They just signed him as well. 2 strikers. You can easily have some good competition there. Of course, you do have that Dutch background as well. I think that's a great move for him, but I'll have to wait and see. But next Dutchman, who's actually, Dutch, who of course will generate the most revenue in this sale if it does happen this summer, is Frenkie de Jong. And Camp Nou have come out saying that as of now, Frenkie is still resisting the pressure put on by the club. Frenkie de Jong is very angry with how the club is handling the situation, despite the fact that he's insisting on staying at Barcelona. So again, Frenkie de Jong is disappointed, but he still wants to stay at the club this summer. If you want to stay that badly, just reduce your salary. I mean, come on. You mean to tell me that you're worth more than 400k a week? Yes, Bartomeu, that's you. Yes, you're under contract. We will pay you, of course. We're not, freaking trying to go to court and all that stuff, but you're not worth that. You know that. I know that. The entire world knows that. If you want to succeed, we have, by the way, I think the news about Bernardo should be scaring Frenkie. We have your replacement lined up, ready to go, and most people, I would say the majority of people, believe that he will do better in the system than you. It's a big wake-up call for him, in my opinion. He's probably reading that Gerard Pique news saying, like, damn, they got my replacement lined up. They don't really need me. If I reduce my salary, I'll stay. Again, 200, going from 400k a week to 200k a week, and also have a deferred salary of 50 million euros. It's a lot of money, but you only have one career. If you want to be being a Barcelona legend, in my opinion, is priceless. Look at Ronaldinho. He was, a fantastic player. Afterwards, he had some problems, stuff like that. But he's an ambassador now of the club. He gets money. You always get money from Barcelona if you're a legend. Look at Dani Alves. Look at Savalio. Look at can't think of any other names. Look at the main players who play in those legend matches. I can't think of them, but you know what I mean. If you stay a legend at the club, you will always earn money. You'll get opportunities. And you'll also get a new contract later on. Of course, 2026, if you're going to reduce your salary, you'll be at the club by then, or renew your contract, and we'll give you more money at that point. Because hopefully, God willing, by 2026, we will be in a much healthier situation. And also, I believe Espai Barca, the new stadium, will be completed by then as well. So lots of that Frenkie has to think about. So we'll wait and see. But I think in the end, he will go to Manchester United, and hopefully Barcelona get Bernardo Silva to replace him. But again, this saga is going to continue on, especially with the fact that he was on the plane to the USA and is with Barcelona for preseason alongside his Dutch best friend, Memphis Depay. Now, Ben Aid came out saying that Barcelona will now open the door to Memphis Depay if a good offer arrives. Of course, we have been hearing that Tottenham and Newcastle, or supposedly Newcastle, everyone knows Newcastle, have been interested in him. Apparently, Barcelona want around 20 to 25 million euros for him. I think that's a great price. Again, we brought him in for free. The attack now is sorted, it's confirmed, it's official. Rafinha, Dembele on the right, Ansu Fati on the left, Robert Lewandowski up top. Even with, I think, you need, 2 long-term injuries and a suspension, then you can probably get in. I think after that, you basically got no chance. So I think for the greater good for his career, he should be going. Again, he's on 100K per week, but again, with bonuses, he can go up to 150, but 100K a week, sitting on the bench week in, week out, is not good for Barcelona, and it's not good for Memphis Depay's career as well. World Cup coming up in November as well will be a bit advantage for Barcelona for him to look for a way out. So we'll wait and see on Memphis, but again, I think someone has to come in, convince him, give us a concrete offer, and then movements will be happening. I am a bit worried that if we do include Memphis in the deal for the Kounde operation, he will say no. I don't think he'll want to go to Sevilla. I think he'll probably want to go maybe to Tottenham, and that'll be a good option for him, of course, under a great manager, Antonio Conte as well. But also Tottenham have, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, Kulusevski, Richarlison. It will be difficult for him to get into that starting lineup, but way easier than Barcelona. Barcelona has 6 forwards ahead of him right now. Again, in that system, does not really fit. So wait and see on Memphis, but again, I think he's most likely looking at the exit door this summer. And again, I think better for his career as well. He should be looking at a way out as well. But let's discuss some big news about a player who could be staying at the club this summer, and that is Sergino Dest. He was speaking to ESPN, and during this interview, he came out saying that I'm happy in Barcelona, and I will definitely stay here for the rest of the upcoming season, because of course I had a lot of injuries, couldn't really get any consistency last season. I want to stay, improve my worth. Thank God for that. Now, we know for a fact after these quotes that Sergino Dest will not accept being included in a Sevilla deal for Kounde or any swap deal. Of course, if the club receive an offer of 20 million euros or above, they will 100% analyze it. They may not accept it, but they'll analyze it. But there's still some good news about Dest coming in from having Miguel from AS, who of course is very close to Xavi. He's come out saying that Xavi has decided that Sergino Dest will continue at Barcelona. Him and Azpilicueta will be the club's right backs for next season. Thank God for that. If I saw Azpilicueta and Roberto, I would have shot myself in the mouth. Thank God. Praise the Lord. I'm okay with having Azpilicueta there, experienced, versatile, and of course can grow with the youngsters as well. But having Dest there as a youngster, great pace, great dribbling ability, of course, passing could use a bit of work, defensive awareness could use a bit of work as well. But having a young player there to build from Azpilicueta is fantastic. And also, I don't think Azpilicueta can play week in, week out in the big games in the Champions League as well, against Bayern Munich, PSG, he'll get absolutely rich. I think in their 3 back, he can do a job, Azpilicueta, but in a 4 back and a right back, he's got no chance. So I'm very, very happy that Dest most likely this season will be staying. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours, mainly around the news of the activation of the second economic lever, which is very, very close. The board are planning to activate it at some point next week. Again, before July 24th, the club want to activate that to be able to sign players and register players as well. It's on the right track. Let's hope the board can get it done as soon as possible. Now, Fernando Porto from Deportivo came out saying that in addition to the economic lever, there is another important step before Barcelona can reach the 1-1 ratio of acquisitions and sales. The club needs to clear out 30 to 40 million euros from the wage bill, and it's also needed to register all the new signings as well. So Fernando Porto saying, look, the second lever is not enough to register players and also sign new players as well. You need to clear some of the players off the wage bill, i.e. pretty much sell Frenkie de Jong. So Frenkie de Jong earns around 40, so that will get swapped off the wage bill completely. So he's saying, look, the club needs to sell Frenkie de Jong and activate this economic lever to then register new players and make new signings as well. But Gerard Pique came out shutting that down, saying that Barcelona will be able to register all the players once the second economic lever is completed. Again, Jordan Lemaire has been saying this now very consistently for about 2 weeks. The second economic lever solves all the problems. It will give us the money to sign new players and register players as well, although the clubs still want to get rid of, the likes of Ricky Puig, Umtiti, Braithwaite, Neto. The second lever will prevent pretty much any issues with FFP and registering new players. Of course, this makes sense because Matteo Alemán has been working very hard. He's been signing Lewandowski, Rafinha, Dembele. He hasn't sold anyone yet, a lot besides from Lenglet, Trincao, and Coutinho, which of course is not enough. So again, the board know what they're doing. There's a lot of reports coming out saying that, oh, you have to sell Frenkie and one other big player and activate the second economic lever to register players. Look, that's not the case. All you have to do is activate that second lever, because again, remember, the first lever was used for the club to balance the books. The second lever, pretty much all of it will be used for the squad. Around 300 million euros, 200 for the budget, of course, 100 to register players, whatever it may be. The second lever solves all the problems. Again, it will be activated at some point, hopefully next week, as the club want to keep building the squad and make it very competitive for the upcoming season. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is about Jules Kounde. Do you think that operation is possible? Do you think it's feasible? And even with his injury doubts and also him being right-footed, would you still go for Jules Kounde this summer? Secondly, on the agreement between Man City and Barcelona, Jorge Mendes for Bernardo Silva, do you believe these reports? Do you think they're true? And do you believe we'll sign Bernardo if Frenkie de Jong leaves? Thirdly, of course, with Frenkie de Jong, what do you think he'll do? Stay, reduce his salary, or leave the club this summer and join Manchester United? And finally, your thoughts on Lewandowski's deal being over the line, and also the details that's come out afterwards as well about his full deal. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca. Yeah.